Welcome back to the channel. That is W.K.R.H 12 Productions. I'm Keith. Hey, we're going to be doing a rundown of purchase and custom builds of first responder vehicles, police cars and first responder vehicles for the month of June and July. So yeah, we're going to be combining both the month of June and July on our custom and purchase first responder vehicles. First unit up. And we're going to go with the purchase vehicles if we can, as best as we can. With the tow truck, marked with the markings of the New York, New Jersey, Port Authority Police, and this is their tow truck that they have. Designed very well. This is a purchase vehicle. Green light, I believe, has it called the International. Yeah, the Durastar International. There we go. Put it back on there. This is a purchase vehicle that just came out. We got it this month. And had it on display. So that's one of the new vehicles that came out. We're enjoying that. Nicely done. And it'll definitely go on our collection of fleets of the Port Authority Police Department. The New York, New Jersey Port Authority Police tow truck. Nicely done on all that, on all aspects. Nice sized truck. To get through the city, because it's pretty tight out there, no doubt. Another purchase vehicle that we got recently, the Boston EMS cardiac defibrillation ambulance vehicle. One of those 1994 Ford F-350 vehicles. Green light. Once again, purchased. This came out recently, and we was able to grab hold of a couple. Just a couple, not too many, but enough to make to add to the Boston EMS fleet that we already had. We customized a couple, as you saw in the other previous vehicles, videos, and you're able to see this one now in all its glory. Let's see if our turntable can handle two good sized heavy vehicles here. Yeah, nicely done. 1/64 scale. All these are going to be 1/64 scale for here, and always. Yeah, for the most part, always has been for the most part, yeah. But 1/64 scale vehicles of the Ford F-350 Boston EMS cardiac defibrillation ambulances. We only bought a couple. But nicely done. Next vehicle up. Did we purchase that? Yes, we did. Next vehicle up. Staying in the northeast area. Another NYPD vehicle. The Ford F Mach 350 or E Mach 350 or whatever the heck that's. But it's a Mustang. Ford Mustang. 2022. Yeah, that's one of those E1s that nobody likes, but they don't mind if they design it well enough, like this one. They did it with this one. That's pretty good. Not too bad at all. With the NYPD decals on it. Purchase vehicle. Might purchase another one to add to the fleet. We always try to buy two of these vehicles if we find when we have New York NYPD vehicles here. I try to buy two of them. We only bought one of this. Don't know why. But there'll be plenty out there, so we can get another one. We can purchase another one if we so desire. They're pretty good. Nicely done. Look at that with all its glory. Purchase vehicle. Another purchase vehicle. Another, yeah, green light vehicle. Green light Chevy Tahoe vehicle of the Delaware State Police. This is one of the few decorated design. This was purchased, but it was one of the few decorated design state police vehicles designed by the Delaware State Police to celebrate their centennial anniversary, 100 years on the force, 100 years in service. They had this, they had a blue one, they had a white one, and we do have that on display, and we'll show that to you in a future video. Representing state police units across the country, but for right now, well, we'll show you this in all its glory as a Chevy Tahoe, as they did several Chevy Tahoe packages with different designs of representing the Delaware State Police. Nicely done. We did do a little design details on it with the visor lights on the front and the back, and a little bit of light details on the grill, but not too bad all the way around. We left everything else like it is. This is a good sleek vehicle as it is. We tried to not to do too much touching up, but so nice. We did it twice. Well, purchased two of them anyway. Apologize for the squeaky wheels behind the scenes here. We're just trying to keep you tuned to everything going on here. Get a good look at that. And nicely done. Those were purchased vehicles, by the way, like I said. And I think that's all the purchased vehicles. Yeah. All the purchased vehicles. And we have, go in here. Next vehicle up. Okay. Now we can go into customized vehicles. Next vehicle up is this 2023 Chevy Silverado of the Tennessee State Police. It's customized green light casting, customized and made into the Tennessee State Police. Decals are from J&S Decals, and originally these decals wasn't long enough to go across this truck. It has the design to go from front end to the back, with the stripes, with the traditional yellow and black stripes, going from the front end of the truck across the side to the rear of the vehicle. Nicely done. Got the state of Tennessee on the in between the stripes. State trooper underneath the state. And two-tone color, black and beige. Or khaki, however you look at it. But it is a two-tone color and nicely done. Now, it was partially a two-tone color, but we made it to a delicious two-tone, complete two-tone color on the black. We painted the top, we painted the back, and then kept the original beige khaki color. and then put the decals on it. Now the decals, like I said previously, and I at least tried to say previously, the decals, I had to break. We had to use two sets of decals because the first set of decals, did not make it all the way across to the truck. So we had to kit bash two decals and mesh them together into one decal. I'm proud to say you can't tell the difference. I can't tell that we did that if I look at this. If I wasn't behind the project myself and did the project on this, and we kit bashed the two decals, kind of made the decal a little longer, and at least long enough to make it across the truck, from one end to the other, and centered it and just placed everything in there nicely done by our crew. And a good pat on the back to myself. We had a great job with that. Also added the light bar, which we customized, which we have using balsa wood, and then the push bar is a 3D printed. Decals are from J&S Decals, and like I said, if I didn't mention that before, and also had a license plate that we was able to put in the front and the back. Nicely done. Of this way we designed this Chevy Silverado, 2023 Chevy Silverado, representing the Tennessee State Police. Cool beans. Next unit up is a Ford F-350 Durastar ambulance. This one's representing the AMR, American Medical, something like that, medical response. But anyway, AMR, and it has the logo representing 9/11. But a nicely done design. Has the flag, has the 9/11. The 11 has the Twin Towers right next to the 9, and representing the 9/11. Nicely done with the design, and has the flag behind the medical symbol, and nicely detailed on the front and the back, and on the sides and the back. Nicely done, fit well, and nicely represented. Great job here with the design, and we customized it. But you can tell this is mostly it was mostly a decal design. We also did a little bit of the light details on the side and some on the back. License plate included on the back as well. Put the ambulance on the front. I like it. They had ambulance spelled, reflected backwards for the rear view mirror, and let you know they're coming. There's a siren. If somehow the siren and the lights didn't get you, if you look in the rear view mirror, or side view mirror, you'll know they're coming. But nicely done. It's this green light casting, Ford F-350 casting of the AMR ambulance, representing and the 9/11. Nicely done. Decals are by Aftermath LLC. Nicely done. Next unit up, try to center it. It's the Louisiana State University Police in a Hot Wheels casting of the Dodge Challenger. Nicely done. It was already we kept the color of the casting, which was already white. We kind of took some of the decals, tampos off that had it, and just added the decals that was on here, representing this unit. complete, with the decals. Then completed it with the visor lights on the front and the back. Detailed the headlights and the tail lights. A little bit of the light features on the side. Some decals on the back. LSU Police, representing the LSU Police and the license plate. And we chromed the wheels. Nicely done. Decals are from Aftermath LLC. Nicely done. Thank you, sir. Did a great job with that. And maybe one of a few more vehicles of the fleet representing LSU Police, but right now the Dodge Challenger Hot Wheels casting leads the way. With more to come in future videos, and more builds of the LSU Police to come on future videos. Nicely done. Next unit up is the Faulkner County, Arkansas Sheriff's Department. Nicely done with the decals. These decals we got from Cardinal Police diecast. Nicely done. Just a regular green light, blank green light Dodge Charger casting. And put the decals on there. Fun build here. Just put the decals on there. It was done very easy. We got to put the decals, a little bit of the decals on the back as well, with the county sheriff on the back, on the bumper, with the license plate in the right with the license plate in between. Detailed the lights a little bit in the front, and put a light bar on the top. No push bar, but we did do the light details on the front as well on the grille. Nicely done. Of the Faulkner County Sheriff's Department in Arkansas, in the state of Arkansas, and the green light casting. Of the Dodge Charger. Next unit up is the military police. This one's kind of representing Fort Jackson, but it's in a ghost decal, at least in the ghost decal delivery, on a Matchbox Police Interceptor sedan. Love this casting, and I'm thankful that we have a lot of Police Interceptor sedans in our castings in our arsenal, that we can make into good police units, especially this one, especially military police ones, where I like to see those castings. I see a lot of those castings. I see a lot of those vehicles there, the Police Interceptor sedans, in the military installations, and thought this might be a comfortable fit for this one serving the Fort Jackson in our post. Now, I'm not sure if Fort Jackson has, they do have military police, but I don't know if they have these vehicles. But hey, this one's good. This represents, and everything else. Good decal details on the sides, front and the back, representing military police. This decals are two-toned on this, and has military police on top of it, on a wicked triangle, shape, representing on both sides, and on the top front, and on the side, just before the hood, they'll have serving Fort Jackson. Has 911 on the side of the ends, and it has military police on the back. Detailed all the way, with the headlights and the tail lights on the front and the back, and on the push bar. Light bar already came with this casting, as well as the push bar. Already came with this casting. We just detailed the heck out of it. Nicely, nicely done. Detailed the mirrors. Nicely, nicely done vehicle. Good to see. This is the Ford Police Interceptor sedan of the military police, serving Fort Jackson. We're trying to make a South Carolina military post vehicle. Now this one is Sedgwick County, Kansas, Sheriff's Department. This is a Ford Mustang, Hot Wheels Ford Mustang casting, Shelby casting. This is nicely done all the way around. We detailed the vehicle as well as put the decals on there. Decals for the military police was made by Aftermath LLC, and the decals for Sedgwick County in Kansas was made by JNS Decals. Nicely done all the way around. Good details, good structure on it. Had a little difficulty with the decals putting them on there, but they worked, and they worked well on this Mustang Shelby. Detailed the visor lights on the front and the back. Got a license plate to die for. Got the Shelby on the front. We kept the Shelby on the front. Nicely done. And we made another one like this a few months ago, with another Mustang of the same unit, and and this actually had a Mustang, and that was actually a Mustang that we did the work on as well. So we'll have this one accompany the other Mustang in our collection right now. But it's customized, nicely done. Also did some details on where we did almost a similar detail graphics on this vehicle like we did on the one that we did a few months back. You saw the videos on that, and go check it out if you didn't. But we have definitely done a good job with this one. Outstanding job. And the license plates to die for. We didn't make that one up, and probably doesn't even match the unit license plate the unit carries, but thought it'd be fun to do. This is the Ford Shelby Hot Wheels casting of the Sedgwick County Police Department in Kansas. Nicely done. Next unit up. This is the Charleston County, South Carolina Sheriff's Department. Sporting, sporting a green light Dodge, is being sported on a green light Dodge Charger. Nicely done. A blank casting that we just happened to put the decals on. Another fun build that we just put the decals on there. Yeah. And then we detailed the front a little bit with the light, with a light pattern just underneath the headlight on the bottom, and on the and light features on the grille of the front of the vehicle. And then it was just a light bar on top, and then it's just the decals all the way around. Nicely done. This was a fun build. We put it all together. Nicely done. Decals are from Aftermath LLC. And it is nicely done. Charleston County, South Carolina. They have this design. They have the brown, just like this one, but it's a brown and black design. But be on the lookout for that, because we did that a couple of, we did that a couple of videos ago. The brown, with the one with the brown and the black stripes on it, swirl stripes on it. So we did that a couple of videos ago. You should be able to see that. And we're using this one to add to the unit. Charleston County Sheriff's Department in South Carolina, representing the Dodge Charger green light. Another green light casting. Nicely done here. Got the Jacksonville County Sheriff's Department in Florida. Nicely done. Sported on the green light Dodge Charger. This is 2016 green light Dodge Charger casting that we, well 2018, excuse me, green light Dodge Charger casting that we put on there. Well, nicely done. It's kind of left the color as it was and just put the decals on it. It does well. It blends in well with what the vehicles that you see in real life. This vehicle that you see in real life, nicely done. Has a light bar. We put the light bar, push bar, everything on, and detailed the heck out of this thing. A little bit at a time. Left the wheels alone, but nicely done in detail and everything else. Decals are from Police Decals and Deals. Thank you, Miss Rhonda. Mrs. Rhonda. Y'all did a great job with this. And our crew did the rest. As far as from a detail aspect of it. So nice, we did it twice. Got the sheriff. Big bold words of the sheriff going across the vehicle with the badge right before it, and then it has Jacksonville County. Nicely done. I'm not a fan of the design per se, but it looked good. We had the actual casting, we actually had the actual Dodge Charger castings for it, and it fit. We said, why not? Let's give it a shot. Bought some decals, purchased some decals, and actually installed those on this type of Dodge Charger, and it fit very, very well. Nicely done. Jacksonville County Sheriff's Department in Jacksonville, Florida. One of many Florida units that we've been able to purchase or customize representing that state. Nicely done. Next unit up. Ooh. Believe it or not, this is a purchased vehicle. NYPD with the Dodge Durangos. Not sure we broadcast that previously on the last video, but we decided to do it for you anyway, just in case. Purchased vehicles. We did a little detail on the front with the lights on the grill and everything else. But this is the Dodge Durango, 2018 Dodge Durango green light casting. And this is a purchased vehicle of the New York Police Department. Has their electric Mach E Ford Mustang vehicles and stuff. Nicely, it's good for that vehicle. It's good for that city to run around in that city if they have the capabilities. We did purchase 2 of these, at least. Only one of the Mach E's, Mustang Mach E's, kind of tells you how much we're kind of like ish about those type of Mustangs. All the other Mustangs that come before and after it, heck, we're in love with it. But this one, yeah, you gotta get used to that. But there you have it here, the Dodge Durangos. We like these. The NYPD of the NYPD. These Dodge Durangos are very, very good vehicles. Nicely done. Next unit up is a Florida unit. Oh, excuse me. No, it's a Tennessee unit. Blount County Sheriff's Department. Blount County Sheriff's Department. Sporting their decals on a police interceptor utility vehicle. Nicely done. They have a big bold sheriff in Blount County fonts on across this going across this the side of the vehicle. Nicely done, but they're not as big as the Florida, Jacksonville County, Florida Sheriff's Department. Yeah, not too big, and the Jacksonville County, Florida Sheriff's Department had, and that was their new vehicles. That was their new design, decal design. Their previous one's pretty good too. I like the previous one than the new one. We'll see what happens on that, but right now it looked good, and we was able to sport it on that. And these, we was able to sport it on this. This is just right as far as the size of the sheriff is concerned. But nicely done. The casting already, the green light casting already had came with this color, came with the light bar and the push bar, and we just decorated it up with the decals. So all decal work on this one, on this casting, not too bad. It was a very fun build, and wasn't sure it was going to fit on this vehicle, but it did. Yeah. Decals are from Aftermath LLC. Nicely done, and well detailed on this vehicle. Nicely done. Only did one for the moment, but yeah, very, very good. Nicely done. This is the Blount County Sheriff's in Tennessee, and nice and sporting. It's being sported on a police interceptor utility, green light police interceptor utility vehicle, fully loaded and ready to go. Next unit up is the Pickens County Sheriff's Department in Pickens, South Carolina. Nicely done on this. This is also sported on, these decals are also sported on a police interceptor, fully loaded police interceptor utility vehicle. Green light casting. Already came with the push bar, light bar, and everything else. All we did was we had one job, just to put the decals on there. And it doesn't look like we did it right with the stripe going across the door handles. But it's on there, and we try to keep it on there before it evaporated, broke off and evaporated and tore off in space. But we try to keep it all together on that little bit of the stripe there. But we did got it on there, no doubt about that, and then it works out well. We might repair that a little bit down the road, but right now it's still intact, and we're leaving it like that. But nicely done. We'll make more Pickens County Sheriff's Department vehicles in the future. But right now, and we'll definitely do a better job with the decals, here. We'll installing it, but looking good so far. This is the Pickens County Sheriff's Department in South Carolina, being sported on a police interceptor, green light police interceptor utility casting, fully loaded. Nicely done. Next unit up, we're going to school. Trying to get some of these vehicles ready for school before school starts for the most part, in August, and definitely during the football season. Trying to get some university units ready. We had a LSU you saw earlier. This one is the University of Arizona Police Department, sporting that. Being sported on a police interceptor utility matchbox casting. Police interceptor utility matchbox casting. It had previous decos on there. We stripped it, cleaned it up, and install these decals on there. They're a little bit bigger, probably a little bit cartoonish on this type of on this type of vehicle, but it works. We got it to fit. We got it to. We tailored it, and it works. It actually works, and it fits. And we made it fit this vehicle. Nicely done. Decals are from Aftermath LLC, as well as the Pickens County, South Carolina. Decal for Pickens County, South Carolina. They were Aftermath LLC as well. Nicely done. Only made one, but right now we're working on getting a couple of, one or two more vehicles to add to the fleet, add to the new fleet of vehicles for the University of Arizona Police Department. Nicely done on this. This was a challenging build only because we pieced it all together in there, believe it or not, to fit the way it fit, to fit the way you see it here. But nicely done on a Matchbox Police Interceptor utility casting. This is one of those older Police Interceptor utility castings. But nicely done on this. Great job. And good build. Good build. Next unit up. This is the Kansas State Highway Patrol. Sporting a green light Chevy Tahoe casting. Nicely done. We kept it a slick top and added the visor lights on the front and the back. Sported a lot of visor light detail on the front, but nicely done. Added a push bar in the front of the vehicle, and detailed that as well. Also added the decals to it. Nicely done. Decals are by Police Decals and Deals. Thank you, Ms. Rhonda. Did a great job with that. And we had fun doing the build of these Chevy Tahoes to add to the fleet. Nicely done. Look at those beauties. Slick top to a T. Ready to go. These are, once again, the Chevy Tahoe green light castings, representing the Kansas State Highway Patrol. Next unit up. This is the Rhode Island State Police with the designs on a Chevy Tahoe green light casting as well. Nicely done. This was sporting the previous design. We stripped the tampons off of that, cleaned it up, and put decals on here and decorated it to make it to this particular unit. The Rhode Island State Police Chevy Tahoe casting. We put the decals on there as you see fit. Now, and a light bar and a push bar. Now, the decals are from Police Decals and Deals. Put the State Police there. Nicely done. We kind of did the State Police font because we had decals that we made from a previous design, and just kind of put the State Police on there because we wanted to, felt like it needed to be bigger. The State Police needed to be bigger compared to the fleet that we already customized for the Dodge Chargers that we made a few months back. But no doubt about it, and her decals worked well. Her decals worked well, but we kind of did our, like I said, we just kind of kept the State Police, on the sides that we made, and we kept those on there, and everything else is, all the other of the decals is by her. And then we sported and then we detailed the vehicle all on our own with the light bar on the top, push bar on the front, and nicely detailed all the way. These Tahoes will look great being added to the fleet. This is the Rhode Island State Police, sporting being sported on the Chevy Tahoe green light castings. Nicely done. Next unit up, and the last unit up. I think we got everything in here. Last unit up is the Greenville County Sheriff's Department in South Carolina. They're sporting the green light police interceptor utility casting. This is one of the older police interceptor utility castings. This is like a 2016 model. Nicely done though. And we kind of stripped the, I had previous designs on there. We kind of stripped it, painted the doors silver, and had the green light castings. It just fit on this vehicle. Just fit on this vehicle. And it came out much better than I ever thought it would, and everything else with the adding the second tone color on the doors, and then sporting the Greenville County in the back, Sheriff's Department on the Deputy Sheriff on the front, and has Sheriff's Patrol on the design on the back. We did detail the front a little bit, and kind of touched up on the lights, on the headlights and tail lights. Not too bad. Everything went better than I thought it would on this, sporting on this thing. Did a little light feature details on the back of the mirrors, on the mirror covers. Did a much better job than I thought we would. This came out so good, we decided to try one on a Dodge Charger. And these things came out exquisitely good. Probably one of our better builds of the year. Yes, I will go that far and say the year. Nicely done. It's already, like I said, just like the Interceptor utility, the Charger already came as a police vehicle. It already had the light feature, the light bar, and the push bar on it. Did a great job with that, and we just kept those features in there and refurbished it into making it this unit. Now it has Sheriff on the back of the Dodge Charger, while it says Deputy Sheriff on the back of the Police Interceptor utility. Either way, it's nicely done, and you'll see both of it in all its glory. This is the newest design from the Greenville County. This is their current and their most recent design from the Greenville County Sheriff's Department. They had a previous design, and we're going to put that. We actually have that design, and we're going to sport it on one of these castings. One of these castings is the previous unit of the Greenville County Sheriff's Department. Let you compare and let you see what they had what their previous design was, and what their current as opposed to their current design that they have now. This is a nice looking design representing the Greenville County Sheriff's Department in the state of South Carolina. Nicely done, and you'll see the previous design that you'll see in future videos. We're still in the process of building that, and getting you going as we are doing that right now. But there you have it. Yeah, nicely done. These decals are supported by Aftermath LLC, but nicely done. And we will have more of this fleet coming up because they look good right here. They did a fantastic job with that. You know, with the build, man, lovely, lovely work that they did on that one. I'm gonna look at this on a closer view after this video, which is now coming to an end. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching W.K.R.H 12 Productions. Hey, we've you know, it's been a while since we're trying to get in between videos. We're trying to shorten that up a little bit and add some more videos coming up. We're keeping an eye on the annual State Troopers Association of America. I believe that's what it's called, State Troopers Association of America, and they're going to be declaring the winner of the best cruiser contest across the state. So many states have participated, and they'll have one will win, and then the others. Probably the other 11 will probably be part of a calendar going into next year, as those representatives, as those that represented it and placed high enough to be on the calendar. We'll see how that goes, but we're keeping an eye on that. And once we find out the winner of the State Troopers Association of America, when we start our state police units across the country, they'll be the first ones up. So that's how we're going to do it. They'll be the first ones up, and then we'll present all the cruisers representing that state that we have in our collection that we either purchase or customize. So a little treat for you there coming up in the future, future videos within the coming months, and then we'll begin our countdown. It won't be a countdown of sorts, but then we'll give you the rest of the state police units across the country as well, coming up later this year. But thank you for watching W.K.R.H 12 Productions. This is Keith. We'll see you with more videos coming up in the near future. But right now, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.